Yeah. Welcome to the Legendary People Podcast, man. I got my bro live from Washington, D.C., Mike Craig. You know what I'm saying? World famous
What's up,
barber,
baby?
the best in
Yeah,
the
man. What's
world.
happening?
Sure. Well, we want to just ask everybody to please like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop, new content like we about to drop today. I got my girl Sarah in the house.
Hola.
Representing Mexico. That's wild.
You can say that.
So, bro, I want to get back into our conversation with this month being Pride Month. And you was working in the barbershop, and so go ahead and finish the story.
So the manager decorates the whole spot up, puts the decoration on my mirror as well. Didn't ask me or nothing, you know what I'm saying? And so I came into work and saw it, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thrown a bit for real, because they know, but at the same time, who knows what's going on. So I took a second, but in the end, I took it down. I didn't make no noise. I didn't ask nobody. I didn't cause no scene or nothing. And I just prepared myself if I were to be, asked the reason why or whatever. I'd have a nice little swift answer for them. But nobody said anything. Then I was off for 2 days, and then I went back to work, and nobody had said anything. But the rest of the staff was acting like, what I'm saying? They was acting a little standoffish, like, what I'm saying? They were slow
Mhm.
on the good morning, what I'm saying, when I got there and all that. So it's
The
no
next
big
day.
deal, man. It was just something,
Right.
just like reverse racism, man. They don't have nothing on me like, oh, he acts funny or treats people weird or any of that. It's none of that. It's just they went a little into my personal zone. They would have never known nothing about my personal position if they would have never put me in a position. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna leave it alone though. It's nothing that would be favorable for them if they were to try to create any problems behind it.
Do you think that every month in America is White History Month?
Not every month, because you have Hispanic Heritage Month, you have Black Heritage Month, you have everything. There's all kinds of different. I mean, I want to say it's white every day or every month.
Do
I think all of the presentations of what any month is presented from a white platform.
in the show? So it's all about the authority on what month it actually is.
Just like how long it took them to
Yeah,
create.
it's like it's all coming from white, basically. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like they set the
Sure.
calendars as we know it right now. Any of the history that we really get, unless you dig beneath the surface, is coming from their print shop, so to speak. Um, so everything that we get is naturally white already. You don't have to call it white,
Yeah, but I'm
and
wondering,
then they let you get some space every now and then with these months they throw out there.
is it racist if a white person wants to say, like, they want White History Month? They want the white achievements to be celebrated and accomplished. I mean, the accomplishments and the contributions that
It's
white people have
it's
brought to the
redundant.
human.
It's
Hmm?
it's redundant. They already celebrate them. They got their statues on every corner.
I mean, it Thanksgiving might be, but I don't think that it's a white history like month.
No, it's like a day though.
I mean, it's a day, but all people celebrate Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but the real meaning behind Thanksgiving though, what happened?
It's
There was already people here. So how could somebody come and say that they discovered something when there was already people here? That part I still don't understand. I still don't get. Like, how can somebody discover something when there was already people here? There was already living, walking people here.
But should white people be
and to
able to
highlight the
celebrate
details
their
of their accomplishments don't make them look very, very good. So they have to kind of keep it selective.
Huh. Okay. So you don't think any white person has done anything good, like an
Oh,
inventor?
absolutely they have. No, yeah. No, not every last story is a bad one.
Correct.
Because there's
Right.
white
So
people
the
that
white
have helped
people,
plenty of black people. Yeah. Now I think the white people, like you talking about, like abolitionists and things of that nature. Okay, that's a different story, right? That's like celebrating white history that helped the oppressed side of American history. Because the
what's
oppressors
what
are already celebrating. Huh?
what
Go
is
ahead.
a good contribution that white people have given to America?
That's, if I were a historian or an expert for real, I'm sure I'd be able to come up with something faster, but nothing's coming right to mind. Other
Same
than
here.
white people that were on like the Underground Railroad that helped with the Underground Railroad.
Mhm.
So
There are white families that were on that.
what about the railroad itself? The railroad system that's here in America.
Right, that network itself had plenty of white people in it.
I mean, did they come up with the idea?
That's a good question. Who came up? I'm using my phone, but Google it real quick. If somebody got a free phone, Google real quick who came up with the Underground Railroad concept.
Not
I
the
don't know.
not the Underground Railroad, not the Underground Railroad.
Oh,
I'm
that's what
talking
I was
about
talking about.
right, but I'm
You're
talking
talking about
about
the
the literal.
industrial.
Yes. What about the industrial achievements of
I don't think
white
that
people?
started here. I think that started in Europe.
John Stevens is considered to be a father of American railroads.
John Stevens. Okay. And he was a white man.
Mm-hmm.
And so would you consider railroad? What about who created the car? Who made the first car?
That was something Ford, wasn't it?
Henry Ford?
I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know.
So okay, but if white men invented cars, is that not something that we can be like, that's pretty
Carl
good?
Benz.
Huh?
He's a car pioneer.
I
Carl
would
Benz.
definitely put cars in there.
Benz. Carl Benz.
Yeah, because the automobile, because his car was
Benz.
practical and used gasoline powered internal combustion engine and worked like modern cars do today. Benz was born in 1844 in Germany. He was born in Germany.
So, bro, would you say that the white man inventing automobiles is a universal achievement?
Absolutely.
For sure. For sure. And so that's what I'm saying. They got people like that that created cars, and even the Wright brothers with their airplanes and this, that, and the third. So what would be wrong? Like, for example, Black History Month. I mean, Black History Month to me, we get damn near disservice because what do we celebrate during Black History Month? Basically overcoming oppression for the most part.
Yeah, the figures that were a part of that. Yeah, the civil rights movement stuff, for the most part, but I think they start mixing in all kinds of stuff, past, present,
right,
kind of deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm saying is, would you be offended if white people wanted to have a White History Month where they celebrated the achievements and contributions of white people to the human family?
I mean, to each their own. I mean, let's take Cinco de Mayo for an instance. Everybody celebrates Cinco de Mayo, whether you're Black, white, Mexican, Asian, whatever. Everybody celebrates it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's just what it is. But I mean, if they had a whole, I don't know. I I know one person I don't like, and his name's Donald Trump. So I don't
Hmm.
like him for nothing.
Do they have an Hispanic or a Latin month?
We have a Hispanic Heritage Month.
So to me, I guess it seems weird to me that everybody's got a little month except for white people.
And
I mean,
Because
is that
again,
is that to patronize people
they
to
give
feel
everybody the
destroyed?
need to feel like they have need to have a month. It's almost redundant for them to have a month.
That's what I was saying, though, is every month White History Month outside of the months that they've
Yeah.
given away to other
Yeah, the
races.
short answer to me from me is yeah.
I don't think white people talk about their achievements a lot because they feel embarrassed just as a group of people.
Well, I would say they talk about their achievements. They want they want the achievements so much sometimes they steal them. But nevertheless, they don't talk about them so often because of how they got them. I think.
this is true.
We got America, you know, but
you got people stealing people's ideas, and patents and all that. That's probably why they came down with patents and everything, so people can, start claiming like I invented this or I did that.
All day. All day. All day. They were devious. They were real devious in the whole scheme of things. So they don't. I agree with you on the guilt thing. I think a lot of them feel very guilty about their ancestors' behavior and their own thoughts within themselves sometimes that they just have, because I think they naturally just feel superior even though they don't even want to sometimes. They're just kind of put in that position that every other race is somewhat of a stepping stool or beneath them or something like that, So
let me ask you this.
it,
If white America was to give black people reparations of, $1 million per person or $2 million per person, and that's for 400 years. So from now until 400 years, which is about the amount of time we spent in slavery. So kids 400 years will get reparations checks. Would you feel some type of way about that?
No, because I would say that's not enough money for y'all. There's never an amount of money to put on somebody what they went through or what their family went through in those times. There is no amount of money that could ever cover that. Yeah, you can sit here and say, I'm gonna give everybody a cool $1 million. What's the $1 million gonna do for me? Nothing. Just put a little money in my pocket. That's about it.
I mean, bro, is there an amount of money that could be paid through reparations where black people, if they like, look, we'll pay you this and you never bring up racism again? How much do you think is the right amount?
No, I don't think so. I think it would last maybe for a brief moment until everybody spend all their money up and then they'll bring it back up again. I don't think cash in hand is gonna really be the real solution to the problem. It's gonna fix some short term or some front end stuff, and of course, I would love to have $1 million just to have it. But to really repair or reverse the damages, I think you'd be better off giving away free education as high as you wanted to get it, giving away free trade schools and things of that nature, wherever you want to go, as many certificates as you want to get, even housing, free housing, things of that nature.
If they came to you and gave you the option to either get free education as much as you want without paying, or give you $2 million, which one would you take?
People taking the 2 million. People taking the 2 million. That's just a no-brainer, But I think overall, reparations would be better served in giving that stuff away. $2 million is gonna. I'm gonna check for the $2 million box myself. You know what I'm saying? give the school and all that stuff to somebody else.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I
because
think
you can
overall
educate
that would
yourself.
be
You
crazy.
can take the money. You can take the money and educate, or you could start a business and then grow into the business, like learn as you go while your business
Well,
grows
how
with it.
many people are going to do that though?
It sounds
Well,
great.
yeah,
It
you'd
sounds
have a whole lot of splinter groups. She's right.
Well, I mean, but it's not up to anybody else to worry about what somebody else does with their money, though. Like, if that person chooses to go and just spend all the money, then that's on them. I mean, they kids got money too. They could technically have another child and get another 2 million for the
I
baby.
think in their mind, if they were sitting in the boardroom debating it, they would look at the population and segment groups like a pie, and they'd say, okay, if we give everybody in this pie $2 million, this group is gonna do this with it, this group's gonna do this with it, and this group's gonna do with it. You know, how many market slices of us would it be? It'd be like super hood people, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like super, I guess, kind of like conservative type people. And then what's your
who's
third
gonna
group? Like, I guess really religious people. Like, and the religious, I know the religious people get split in half. Some of them are like, you know, really conservative, and then some of them, I guess, would be more like extreme religious people, like extreme Muslims. Like, if you
Yeah.
give an extremist group $2 million, that's a bad idea, right? If you give a bunch of people who want to do some damage $2 million, then that just makes them more able to do damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But are you give like
But
imagine giving all these people 2 million though? Like who's gonna invest and actually use that 2 million to help them grow? Like who's gonna go buy a piece of land and then build houses on top to have their own community or their own neighborhood?
a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it'd
think
be more people doing that than we think. There are people doing that right now that didn't get given $2 million. So yeah, people would definitely be doing that.
people
How
would be
many, I
looking to
don't
try
know.
to
But
invest. People would definitely be looking to try to invest their money into something that could
oh,
grow
for sure.
and try
Whether
to
it's
start
brick,
industries and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I think one of the reasons for so much like mischief, criminal activity, and lawlessness is people's desperation for money.
Yeah.
Like the post, whoever watching. Comment below too. If Black people could get either education or money for reparations for the injustices that was committed against Black people, what would be more beneficial?
Education.
The money. Because what type of education are you getting? Like, who is the educators?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm saying, like,
you can go study whatever you want. It's all free. It's given to you.
but why not pay for what you want though and be done with it if it even costs money? I mean, people can go on YouTube right now and learn so much different shit about like different courses that they want to learn. There's all type of little side universities that people could I'll dump it for you, that people can participate in and get educated to a certain extent. And then if they need to take it to a higher level, I mean, hell, go get in school if that's what you want to do. But like, there's no guarantee with all the education in the world that you would get $2 million out of it. And certainly not for you. I mean, what you gonna go study that's gonna get you $2 million in cash at one time, a lump sum?
No.
Nothing. You'll be studying all your life trying to.
Unless you what's his name? Jeff
Bezos?
Yup, him.
Chode, I got a question for you too, bro.
What's up?
So, bro, are you responsible for your ideas?
What do you mean? Am I responsible for my ideas?
Like
In what way?
like the thoughts that you have, the good ideas that come to you,
Mhm.
is it based on your character or is it just given from God and given to you from God or from a higher consciousness that shares this idea with you? Or are your ideas mustered out of like your character?
Or just experiences and exposure, I think, can inspire and influence creativity or ideas. So whether you can pinpoint them or really lay out exactly where the inspiration may have come from that realm, you might not do. It might be a combination of things you've been exposed to or experienced that have led you to a conclusion, which is the bright idea, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or it could be like you're saying, just
I mean, if we're
and
talking
even that God given it,
go ahead.
and then the God given inspiration part, that I do believe in that. So I think that can happen as well. I think it can be a combination. It's not just one. Ideas aren't always from one place, in a sense.
Sometimes I just wonder, like, how much of a influence, or like, does God have something to do with everything that happens? Every action that happens is known by God and somehow inspired or planned by God.
Mhm. Then how could you explain freak accidents if it was all discovered and planned like that?
I mean,
There's
I think
thing-
our mind really can't comprehend. I don't think our minds can wrap around the whole situation the way it needs to, because in our minds it's just too unrealistic. There's too many details in the universe to manage
Mm-hmm.
in our minds for one person or one thing to manage. And then that's just one aspect of it. Managing it means it's like got the hands on the control on the stick shift, changing the gears. But then you got the aspect of just observing everything and hearing everything's requests and things of that nature, like a call center, like a help desk. So God is a mechanic, God is a help desk. God is all kinds of. It's just my mind can't really do it. I believe it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's the case, but I can't picture it being done.
All right.
And I think that my reasoning behind saying that is that there's nothing that I do that I feel God doesn't see.
Of course.
Like if I do something, I never even have a hope that God didn't see it. It was like, man, it was like definitely right there with me. It was seeing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like that, right?
I mean, yeah, I believe in God, yes.
Or no, I'm asking, do you think that?
Yeah, because there's nothing, I mean, he knows us already. So he knows who I am, how I am. He sees everything I do day in, day out. If I mistreat this person or mistreat that person, that's why I try to do good by everybody. I'm always respectful of yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir type thing. Because at the end of the day, I don't want that to come back on me. I don't want God to say, you remember when you did this?
Right.
You remember when you did that?
Right.
Or it's just, I don't know. It's just stuff like that. To me, yeah, I know he watches me.
All right, Joe, here we go. So here it is. You feel like there's nothing you can do that the Most High don't see. So when you do good things, if people are doing good things, either to one, go to heaven or be rewarded for the good thing that they did,
Mhm.
or to not get in trouble by God for doing something bad that you wanted to do. Are either one of those things better than actually doing the thing that you avoid if you want to do them, or you're only doing these things to get a reward or to not get
Because
punished?
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna do what they want to do. But as long as you ask for forgiveness at the end of the day, he's gonna forgive you.
I believe it's God wants to see what you want to fight for. It's no escaping this realm as a training ground in a sense, or like a place where you can't escape having a combined nature of good and evil inside of you, but you got to make a choice to dedicate yourself to one or the other. And that's going to prove yourself for the next realm. So, um, it's kind of like that for me. So God has set it up to where you can fight for your godliness till you pass, or you can not fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be on you, but it'll be a fight every day, forever. So it equalizes everybody also, because nobody's better than anybody else, and most of what you got to deal with is internal. So if you're really trying to build and do what God has instructed you to do, in a sense, or not in a sense, then that's gonna make you a different person than somebody that's not busy with that at all. And then some
So
people just go totally to the other side.
if a person does do these things, like fight for what's right, they fight for good, right? And when they pass away, they go to another place. When they go to this next place, do you think their soul changes to automatic obedience, or they go into heaven the same exact soul that you here on earth with the same type of vibe and attitude?
That I couldn't answer.
Do you think somebody changes, like they get more perspective and then they're automatically like there to they reach enlightenment when they get to heaven, and they're really not no longer the person that they was here on earth?
Yeah, my
Bro.
imagination takes me to a situation that before you got there, you already yearned to be that person that was free from the desires that you were wrestling against and the things you were tempted by. And being trapped here on earth wouldn't allow it to happen. So you're actually not dealing with that desire and that inner turmoil no more. You're not battling no more. You free from that for real, and in this new existence. And these things don't exist in that new existence. So you're happy to be there because you finally in a city that's has a vibe that you've been looking for on earth but couldn't find it. And it's kind of
Okay.
like a situation where
All right, hold on. Let me get in here. So if that is true, and you don't have to deal with the fuckery that turns you into a bad, desperate person here on earth, out of some type of craving that you got, it's driving you to do the bad shit. You fight for good, fight for bad, but you're fighting to be happy, whichever route you choose to be happy and going. So if all of that desire to be happy is removed from you in heaven, then the person who does bad here on earth, once they get there, they would be transformed as well. True? If you take away the yearn for whatever, and then when you're in heaven, that's removed from the person that might have caused them to veer.
I can see where you're going with the logic with that.
So
I
the
think
point is, anybody deserves to go to hell.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
But
already. I mean, if we're
throwing
using
away
it,
somebody that soul would be good had it not been
There's some things
in
that I can
these.
forgive you for, but when it comes to people messing with children, I draw the line. I draw the line.
and
I don't
and,
think
and I absolutely, for real, there are degrees, and you can invert it and look at it like this: if heaven or this new place that we're talking about, there's
Mhm.
no envy, there's no jealousy, there's no lust, there's no fornicating, there's no homosexuality, there's no murder, there's none of this stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? No gossiping, all this stuff that we know, right? If you ask a person, hey, do you want to go and live in this place where it ain't none of this stuff going on? A lot of people say no, because that's all the stuff they like to do. And
I
so,
think that they might say they don't want to go to that place, but the part about not going to that place where it ain't none of that stuff, the opposite is you on fire for eternity. Nobody would choose
and,
that. Nobody. I would rather
well,
sit around and
nobody's
not
gonna,
do
right.
anything
But
than
that
be in
seems to be
hell.
the situation we're in. And really, God's people have conditioned themselves here on earth before they get there to want to live in a place like that. Because that's how they fighting to live here on earth already. That's why the earth ain't really a comfortable spot, because there's fornication everywhere and all this stuff going on that's promoted and highlighted and rah for. And so most of
It's
the
got to
people
be some
on
kind
earth,
of basic training, like he's saying, though. It's got to be some test. Like, bro, this whole situation is
well,
a
this whole
test.
planet is, that's what I'm saying. If you still want all that shit by the time you die, you didn't want God's way.
Exactly.
But
You know what I'm
why
saying?
ain't a
If
lot
you
of
want God's
God's
way,
way? Why isn't the expression of yourself like if somebody does want a big house or wants whatever they think is major, whatever they might think is major,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that necessarily means the opposite of God when my whole idea of the Most High is abundant. Like he got that. And it's not even about material. It's just expression. It's expression. If your expression is something big, then that's okay too. I don't condemn somebody for that. But, if they're truly wicked, then they are. But I don't know. I think if you want your family to live well and you grow to be 90 years old, you might say, I don't care about all of this stuff, but you still might want your family in a nice, safe environment.
Of course.
And you want to see them just lit, I don't.
We all want
So
that
you
for
might
our
still
family.
want shit even when you get old. But bro, go ahead. Let me hear your pushback though. I think you're right too.
no, I mean, quality of life. I mean, I don't think there's anything. I mean, yeah.
Wrong
I
with
mean,
that.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, even the concept of getting with God is to elevate your quality of life in your mind. It's a selfish situation in a sense. I think as you grow in coming into all this kind of stuff, you just naturally start losing interest more and more in things that have to do with showcasing yourself in a certain light. It just doesn't make sense to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It just because you just grown in a certain direction. You've learned enough. You've seen enough in a certain, and it just takes you into another place to where it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just not that important. If it costs X amount of dollars and this, that, and the third, it just starts to lose its value to you personally. But there's no. I also don't think I can say what, like you were saying, to each their own on that one. If you want a bigger house versus a smaller house, I think that's just, it's just gonna be just like that. I think it's just more about how you get the house and why do you want the house. You know what I'm saying? In the end, it's not really about the size of the house.
Let's say that God will forgive you for whatever you do. At the end of the day, you will be forgiven for it.
Of course.
If
And
right, it's not just for no reason.
Right. Well, if you, I wonder, do you have to plead your case?
You don't have to plead your case. You say, Lord, forgive me for my sins. That's it. He
You
knows,
think so?
like I said, he sees what you do. He knows what you do. He knows your heart. So therefore, if he knows all of this, yes. And if you ask him for forgiveness for the things that you've done, yes, he's going to forgive you.
He knows if
What
you mean it, right?
What does forgive? Yeah, what does forgive mean?
I-
Don't consider. What does it mean to forgive? Don't be upset with me for what I did.
No.
Don't punish me for what I did. Don't be at odds with me for what I did. When you asking
Hit
somebody
that
to
Google
forgive,
again. Hit that Google on forgive.
yeah, yeah. What does
I
it
don't
mean to
know because
forgive?
I think it's probably got a couple definitions because it can be like you threw out a couple perspectives on the subjectiveness of it, or I guess the degrees of forgiveness. But ultimately, I think we all see it as like
So the
Stop.
action. So I put forgiveness, which means the action or process of forgiving or being forgiven.
And this means forgive means stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for offense, flaw, or mistake.
Ooh.
So to
Right,
stop
right.
feeling angry or resentful. So you want say, please stop feeling angry at me and resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake.
Because forgiveness is like a combination of grace and mercy, right?
Yeah, because
Mercy is not. Yeah,
the definition they give here, it says a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness.
And that's what mercy and grace is. Like, getting what you don't receive and receiving what you don't deserve.
And what does resentful mean? Let's go. Let's get that one up. I'm gonna pull it up right here.
I don't know. Right.
Right there. Feeling or expression.
Feeling angry because you have been forced to accept someone or something that you do not like. So it's bouncing back and forth with anger, resentful, forgiveness, all in these words. So you don't want God to be angry at you, basically saying don't be angry. But can the Most High be angry?
According to information that we can get our hands on, yes. Yeah.
Is anger
more so that
is
terms that are set that are met. Do you get angry with your kid?
For sure.
I was about to say, if you said no, that was a lie.
I mean, that's a setup question. That's a setup question.
But okay, all right. But there's the obvious rebuttal to that is like, but did I create everything on this planet, the human being? Like, do I know all things? Do I judge whether somebody is going to go to heaven or hell or not? Am I sitting in this seat of worship and prayers being given to me for whatever it might be? No. So don't ask me, do I do something and then say, oh, well, how can God do it? Like, there's plenty of things that God does that I don't do. And being angry to me, I think it is a loss of control. And it's also, it's like anger as a response, like a quick reflex is understandable. But to remain angry is like, no, nobody deserves your anger unless you're expressing it on them. Anytime they're away from you and you're angry, like you getting controlled for real by some fuckery somebody did. So I don't think the Most High get angry, basically, is what I'm saying. He don't got to get angry to take care of his business. He sees something that need to be corrected, he'll correct it. But anger is like, oh, go fuck you up now. When somebody
what
is
about
angry,
this?
they're like out of control.
Now what about, I think the children thing comes to mind with me. I'm gonna give my space to get. I wouldn't get angry if I could just destroy it right on the spot because I got the power to do it, but I don't want to, and I want it to change so I don't have to destroy it. And
Mhm.
that's where the space for the anger and frustration comes in. It's out of love for wanting to not have to destroy you, and you keep forcing me to potentially have to destroy you. So I'm bothered by that. I'm upset by that.
Yeah.
It's not an anger like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna get that month. You know what I mean? It's more like, damn it, I'm trying to convince you to not put yourself in the position for me to have to hurt you, but you keep doing it. And that's how you get with your kids. That's how you get with your kids. I know, you know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
people don't get that way. They actually throw them out of the window or break their arm or something. You know what I'm saying? But
See, my
when you're
kids
not that
already
type of
knew,
parent,
man.
when you really not that type of parent and you really trying to, and I don't know if you dealt with those kind of circumstances. I know I have. I know June has. But, you know, I can see that as being more of a loving anger because they jamming you in a position and you can't abandon them completely.
Right. No.
You know how man, you know how you know that God is black.
Why you say that?
None of his kids have ever seen him.
Man,
Look, I'm gonna tell
man,
you something. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. My kids already knew not to test me. My son, I'm 5'1". My son is 6'2". Okay, he knew. Mom, don't play. I don't care how big you are. I might not have to use my hands. I promise I might have to pick something up, but I promise you, don't mess with me. And all my kids knew that. They all knew. I never had to put my hands on none of my kids. None.
yeah.
But
Well,
I
I think
mean, I don't know.
we're not gonna get it all, man. We're not gonna understand that whole setup. It don't make enough sense. If we had all the control that God did, we just make things not exist that cause so many problems.
And we just
We
be
would.
smiling,
That's how we
walking
look
around,
at it. Like,
talking
no,
to
just
everybody.
take away disease so you don't have to pray for him not to hurt me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would just take away so many. There'd be no earthquakes. It'd be all, everybody could see. It'd be no blindness. You know what I mean?
Do
It's
you
just
think
we no, there'd be
oh,
no evil people. You know
do
what I'm
you think
saying?
that it's okay to ask God a question?
I think there's times where you like when you talk to him, like you're venting, but you're also asking questions at the same time, like God show me this, or lead me here, or provide this for me. And you know,
Do you ever ask God? I know you tell him what you want and what you're going through, but do you
yeah.
ask questions?
I mean, I was always told you don't question God.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
Like
you
you
don't.
don't, you just don't question God. But I did at one point question him.
Mhm.
I did. And it was when my brother committed suicide.
Is that a Bible verse to not question God? I mean, I think there is a scripture that says, does the vessel question the
Yeah.
potter?
And of course, I had to ask why my brother?
No, I think
You
you can.
know,
I think I don't know myself, but I think it depends on what. Yeah, but I think it's okay to question to flesh out something that's true or not. Study to
So
show
here is
yourself
that
approved.
Romans 20, the apostle Paul says, you are only human, and human beings have no right to question God. An object cannot tell the person who made it, why did you make me like this? So here the Bible is comparing man to an object that God created. Like a man would create this camera or microphone or something that you use. That's what man is. So do you feel that that's right? Do you think that you're more than just an object, or do you know that God just made you? You're an object to Him, and that's okay. You're the object that He made.
I wouldn't say I call myself an object.
Mhm.
I'm a human being. I'm a person. I'm a woman.
Do you think a robot is an object?
Because it is put together.
Okay. I think that we could be robots.
Well, I don't
You
think
never
we can
know.
avoid. I don't think we can avoid life questions like that. It's like wondering who your father is as a child or something. You can't help but to come upon certain places where you're gonna have these questions. It's just
Mhm.
in our programming to have these.
I think you can ask a what question or a how question, but you can ask a why question. You can say, "What should I do, God?" Or, "Dang, how'd you make that mountain? That's beautiful." You could say that,
Mhm.
but
I
why?
mean, there's gonna be a lot of whys. You're gonna
Some
ask.
why questions. You can ask why
Yeah.
questions. You say, "Yeah, like why is life so hard?" Or why is you think that's a disrespectful to say that?
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say that because I mean I asked the
I
Lord to
think
bless
it's
me
natural
today.
to say it. It's
Yeah.
natural. God wants you to say it because it's gonna either lead you to Him or it's gonna lead you somewhere else.
I mean, I know it says not to question God, but at the same time, we all get to that point where we're gonna question Him. We want to know why. Why did you do this?
Well,
Why did you take?
yeah, because naturally, if there's no why, there's no need for an answer, and that answer being God and God's way. So if you never come to the point of why in your life, then the whole process doesn't ever even get the opportunity to happen.
Yeah,
And I think I remember Moses being frustrated in one of these verses where God gave him manna. Do y'all know that story? Where the children of Israel had got out of the land of Egypt and they was stuck and they was
Yeah, and
only
they was
eating the wrong
worshiping the
type of
gold and
meat.
going to
Well,
yeah.
they was stuck for a long time, bro.
Mhm.
And they only
40
had this one
years.
type of meat and they got frustrated about it. And Moses went to God and was just so fed up.
Mhm.
He like, you giving me these people, they crying, complaining all day, bro. Why would you bring me here? And he was just like going off.
Yeah.
And then God was like, hold on, go tell the people I'm gonna give them something else to eat. And then he delivered some food to them.
Mhm.
And while they was eating it, he killed them all.
La chinga,
Huh?
chinga.
What do you think about that when you hear that story?
Well, I just told somebody the other day, there's a lot of elements in a lot of the stories that I'm just not built for it. God will have to possess me to the point of I'm really not controlling myself at all, because if I am, I'm not able to,
Mhm.
for instance, go into the promised land and kill everything moving. Because
Yeah.
that's what they had to do once they got there, Moses and the people. They had to go in there and kill everything moving so it could be their land. And that move
You
in
know,
itself, that's man, woman, and child, man. That's everybody had to get it. And that move
well,
in itself could be
the firstborn in Egypt during the Passover, bro, the highest holiday, holy day, the firstborn Egyptian son in all the houses was killed. I mean,
so
I just listened to it like, dang, that was, as a human, I think that I should automatically feel empathy and like, dang, that is, can you
right.
imagine that your son just being killed
No.
for something that the president did? Let's say Donald Trump did something that was some
Exactly.
bullshit. Like Donald Trump is Pharaoh. And since he did that, our firstborn son gets killed.
Right.
Everybody in the country.
I might have to put a bounty on his head for real.
Who?
Donald Trump.
You want to go after Donald
Well,
Trump, but
the thing
I guess
about it, well, if that were to happen in real time right now,
Donald Trump didn't do the killing though.
I know he didn't do the killing, but at
well,
the same time,
nobody would do it.
Mhm.
Well,
Nobody
all of
would
them will
do
die. All of them will die then. If you want to be disobedient to the Most High, it's an answer for that too. If like you didn't go out and mark your doorposts for the Passover to happen, then you die.
Yeah.
Well,
You
in
die.
your example, God's people got protected if they were in the know and marked
Yeah,
their doors. In
man,
my
they would.
example, God instructed his people to go murder and kill a whole town of people.
Mm. Yeah, that's crazy.
And that right there is like we all right now just got a message on our phone from God to go kill a whole town. Man, woman, and child, and man, woman, and children. And that was the instruction. And that was that. The human side of you was gonna get in the way of that.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
You know, and so that's a real situation. For me to see somebody coming in my window trying to kill me is one thing. That's easy to kill them. But to kill a baby or
That's wild.
somebody that's just,
That's what's going on right now.
That's what's going on right now.
That's what's going
The
on right
same
now.
story, Cho, that you was just talking about, right? Is the same thing that's happening in Palestine. Like you said, they're going into the land and they got to kill everything moving. Well, that's what's going on right now. They feel like they got to eradicate the
that whole thing is
Palestinians.
that whole thing is based on that story.
Exactly.
Yes. They say, I don't know if y'all believe this, but history repeats itself.
It does.
Man, it really does,
Yeah, man. That's
Now where we are in the scheme of stories, we're past that. We're supposed to be past that kind of thing. And of course Christ brought in a new situation where you're not dealing on that level no more.
Yeah.
So now things are different, supposed to be different, And so whatever's coming down the pipe, I don't know, it's this, that, and the third, but that's kind of an Old Testament difference between now and then as far as we're supposed to be concerned. But naturally that same type of behavior is still going on because the Jews feel that same situation, the Palestinians, etc. So yeah, it's still happening.
That's why I sympathize with some of our military. Whether they're in space, whether they're across seas, they got to shoot anything that's moving, whether man, woman, or child.
Because it couldn't be me.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah,
that's why some of them suffer from PTSD. PTSD and mental health right now is top tier, especially mental health, and especially amongst men is number one. It never used to be that way, because I promise you, if it still be that way, I promise you my brother would probably still be here. But everybody was meant to hide that. Men are supposed to be strong. They're supposed to be the leaders. They're supposed to do this, do that. They everything. But at the same time, who's checking on you? Who's making sure you're good here so you can be good for me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For your family, for everybody.
Right. That's true.
That. Ooh, let me tell you, that mental health. I'm trying to tell you, it is become so much more, and I love it that it's become so much more because it's not something that's hidden anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be so hidden because if you was crazy here, they just crazy. They delusional. They making stuff up in their own head, but when in all reality, it's something that's real.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that mental health is real. That mental illness is super real. They got a lot of issues to deal with, having to kill all them people sometimes, like you said, them kids and all that kind of stuff. They don't have nothing to do with what's going on. They just innocent bystanders.
They doing their job.
Yeah, I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that.
Man, Yeah, I think mental illness is being distributed and administered some type of way. Like the movie They Clone Tyrone. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen that, bro?
Not
They
yet.
Clone Tyrone. Well, in the
No, I
movie,
need to watch it.
yeah, well, I mean, there's a message in there that I was gonna just say, like, in the movie, they talk about like how there's a government entity that administers they make clones out of people, and they are like turning people into like fucked up people and then cloning them through music, chicken, the food, all the fucked up shit that we take in every day.
Mhm.
It's making us into a person, and then they taking the worst of the person and then cloning them at that point to like bring upon societal decay. And it's an interesting concept. But I got something else. I don't know if y'all seen this or not either, but Bad Boys.
No, but I heard it's good. I heard it's good
I
on
didn't see it
TV.
either yet.
Bro, they clone Martin Lawrence, bro. That's not Martin Lawrence. That's not
Really?
Martin Lawrence. No.
What? I gotta see it, man.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna have to see it
Just
too.
you don't gotta watch the movie. Go on anywhere and watch.
The trailer.
No, just watch Martin Lawrence in an interview, anything. I don't think he's been Martin Lawrence for a long time, bro. And if I would say anybody who has ever been cloned with these like conspiracy type stuff, I would say definitely it's been Martin. He does not, it's just not the same person from the Martin Lawrence show to the Martin that we see now. It's completely different people. And Martin, like he's still funny now. Like he did good in the movie and shit. Like, but it's just a different person.
You think he could be on some type of medication?
Yeah.
I mean,
all of those things are possibilities. But so is Will Smith. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are the same.
Look, they might be the
Jamie
same.
Foxx, Chris Rock, all of these people are old, man. They don't act
that depends on how
different
they
like
take
that.
care of themselves. How do you take care of yourself? How is Martin Lawrence eating, sleeping, exercising,
How is he?
and all of that?
How is
is Will Smith eating, sleeping, exercising, and so forth and so on?
Well,
I mean,
this
Will
is what I'm
Smith,
saying,
I
though.
can see what he has because of
But
his
you
wife,
don't know
but-
how they're doing, though. You don't know what Martin is doing. All we see is the end result. It's just a big difference. It's not just about him gaining weight. That's one thing, but I'm talking about the light that's inside a person that we see. It's different than like this is a different. And then we go through transformations. Shit, people think I look way different all the time, too. So, but maybe I'm not the one to talk. But
well, I think everybody gets a little bigger, and then they,
it ain't.
You know,
it's not
to
his
me,
weight.
they look a
It's
little
not his
different.
weight.
Yeah, he look round.
It ain't just that he look round. His whole face looks like it's completely constructed. It's just different. It's like Big Mama's house. It's so crazy. It's like some Big Mama's house type shit.
That's all that lipo, those injections that people be getting in their faces and stuff, like make their lips.
You think Martin did that? You think Martin did that?
You never know.
Nah,
you can't underestimate any of
Yeah,
these.
I definitely think they get those like injections that take all this little type of stuff away out of your face.
It can be Martin, it can be Holly Berry, it can be Tony Braxton, it can be anybody.
No, it's certain people.
I know a place I could go right now and get my face done and see you tomorrow. And you'd be like, "Damn, kid, what you do?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like,
but would you do it? But would you ever do that?
I don't think so. It's not that important to me, you know. But some mornings I look in the mirror and feel like I look like I ain't go to sleep for like a week. You know what I'm saying? And so it'll just take your eyes out, you know what I'm saying, and tighten your eyes up, you know what I'm saying, tighten it. So it's not real like cosmetic surgery, like they cutting anything. They just, I don't know. I think they just do injections in the person's face. And so it ends up, you can tell it's done. And so I feel like they got that treatment. Both of them got that type of thing going on. You know, because their
I
faces
mean,
look.
to me, it looks. I would think that it's a clone.
I'm not quite. I don't know if we're really.
Rather than thinking, you guys are thinking. Y'all are thinking more logical. But to me, when I look at that,
I have to really see this
cloning
clone thing a little
technology
bit.
exists. Do y'all think cloning exists, or is it possible, or no?
I mean, to
I think
clone a
more
person-
controlling a person through drugs versus body snatch cloning. You know, where they got the real you locked in the room and a second version of you outside walking around. I think if there's anything
or the
called
original
cloning,
the original version is dead though.
right? So I'm more in tune with them taking control of the real you with drugs
Yeah, I
versus
think they
them
can do that shit too.
duplicating you genetically and making like a robot version, organic robot version.
I think that there's people who would want to be cloned as well. So to invent, to come with the way to clone, I think it would be like something that's just out there, not to just take advantage of people, but for people who would want to do a clone and do a memory transfer so they can feel like they just living on and on and on.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you know people would do that, but I could see them taking Jamie Foxx and putting a chip in his head during surgery. One of them smart chips they've been trying to work on people with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
That some
Starlink.
people actually want. Some people actually want anyway, but they could put something like that in him, and he don't even know it. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. I would look into something like that before I would look into a full on number 2 version of you.
Man, if they put Starlinks
that-
in everybody's head,
No,
they would control the
I'm not
whole
with that.
population.
I don't
I
like no
think a couple people got the joint in their head, and it makes
They
it
do.
so you got like Google in your head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can know you basically can know everything that you could look up on Google, and you can just think the thought
Right.
of it to the joint. You don't have to say it out loud. I don't know if
I
it's
wonder
actually true
how
just
does
like that, but
how
that's
does
what
that
I
help
think I
you?
came
How does
across
that
like a
help you
video
in
about.
life? How does that help you in life? I mean,
Man, you'll pass any test you take. I mean, you know, imagine if would you
I
get
guess
it?
so.
Would you get it? I mean, imagine having that
How much would they have
really
to
in your
pay you?
head, and
How much would they have to pay you to get it?
I
To
mean,
get
would you
Starlink?
do it though? Would
10
you?
million?
Eh,
Would you do it for 10 million?
no,
No.
no.
If they told you you felt just like you feel all day, every day, the only thing is you just you got the brain. Your brain is really super sharp computer brain where you can just you can add anything, divide, multiply. I mean, I mean, it's just
You just going in.
you know,
You're
you
smart as
still got to
fuck.
know how
It's
to
your whole
navigate.
podcast. You be podcasting the fuck out of some shit, guru, everything. You could make some money from just being smart and shit, but that would be sweet. How much, Chode? How much would they have to pay you?
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's an interesting thing. I don't know if I'd actually make myself a guinea pig or something like that.
Oh,
It
my
sounds
bro,
too good to
B-Nut.
be true.
Here go B-Nut. Hold on. Can I find the link? Hold on, B-Neezy.
What up?
B-Neez.
What
What's
up?
up, bro? I got my bro Chodo from he's in Washington, bro. That's B-Nut, Chodo.
What's up? What up? What up, Toto?
What's up, man?
Well,
Hey, man, you got it.
what y'all got going on?
Bro, we talking about how
Man,
many
talking
well, we was talking about how much you would have to get paid to get the Starlink in your head. Would you do it? Would you do it for 5 million?
Nah, No,
See,
No.
no,
Would you do it? Would you do it for? Would you do it for 50 million?
no.
I don't need nobody know where I'm at. I don't need no kind of tracker, no device, no nothing. Like,
Bro, Chode, how much would they have to give you to get it, bro? 10 million?
Yeah, I think I'm thinking about that. I don't think I'm on board for it either, man, because you're never gonna have privacy no more, man, ever. They're gonna know where you are. They're gonna.
Hey, what about Neuralink though? What about Neuralink?
Yeah, Neuralink. That's what I'm talking about. Neuralink.
That's what we basically talking about. We
Yeah,
just calling
talking
it
about
like
Neuralink,
Starlink.
but
It's just
that's-
basically
that's
like put the chip in your head.
So but that
Yeah,
but that
I'm not
does that
full with it.
also allow you to be able to download information and stuff too though. Like
Oh,
if you
man,
want to
that's
be a
what it says.
pilot, you could download how to be a pilot, and you will
But that's
know.
what that's what we
He said D.
no, I said E.
that's what we were talking about. It would make you super smart, on everything, just like the internet.
Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't want to put
So
that in
you
my
could try
head
to
though.
figure out a lot of ways to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I think the best way I would take advantage of it is by getting like an Android or a bot or something. You know what I'm saying? Like getting a little bot. But I wouldn't put that in my head. But I will get a bot though that could do all that shit.
But how much would you? So for no amount of money, would you get that?
Nah, but I'll pay if I had the bread. I just buy a bot that could do all of that for me.
What about if you can't buy a bot? The only thing you can possibly do is get that.
Yeah, nah. I just try to get far as away as I can.
You want to control your thoughts.
Yeah, I try to get far away from them type of niggas.
But bro, do you understand that I would do that shit for probably like if they're gonna give me some money, any good million amount, I'll take.
Oh my
Like,
Lord.
what would be the benefit? What would be the purpose though? Like, why?
Well, this is the thing though, like you might as well get some money for it because everything you think they know. Your phone is a fucking Neuralink. Every conversation that they want to tap in here, they tap in here. Your phone is listening at all times. Everything is a recording device. You on camera, you on video. Your whole personality is known by Google exactly. So you're being like I know you feel like you can still keep your thoughts, but you give your thoughts away every time you get on any type of social media app. They already know what you're thinking. So what's the difference?
That's I don't know. They could try
But I
and
can
figure it out like
still
that.
I
I'm
can
not about
still
to
get
give
away
it.
from all of that.
Yeah, I'm not about to give it to him.
I mean, but what are you gonna do in your life where you gotta be on the run?
I mean, what is the right amount of money for them to insert that in you? Like, I'm not gonna have nobody like.
What are you afraid of?
I don't want them to know my business.
But they already know your business.
Not really.
Yes, really. Yes, really. They know everything about you. If they wanted to. Like, ain't nobody care about what we do.
Yeah, because if you was moving a certain type of way, yeah, they're gonna be looking at you. But if you low key around your business, they kind of move, the way you need to move, then you're all right.
I don't know if I get it or not, but I'm just saying, like, it'll be fun. So what about if nobody do nothing bad to you? You wouldn't get it. Or y'all we're automatically assuming that whoever installs it is gonna get sinister.
What are the pros of having that installed?
Have fun. You will know everything. It'll just be fun as fuck. Like you'll know every damn thing. You can chop it up with people, teach people. I mean, it would be something you could turn on. You feel like doing the shit, you get busy with it. If you don't, you don't. You wouldn't do it.
Did you see that movie Limitless?
And that type of shit.
Did you see the movie Limitless?
Yeah.
You can go ahead. What was it about?
it was basically where you could take this pill or whatever, and it would basically do that for you, make you super sharp, super smart, this, that, and the third. And so the guy took it, and so he was just an average guy that worked in the stock market and like finance. But once he took the thing, he just turned into a super genius on and started consulting people on how to make their businesses grow and et cetera, et cetera. And then, of course, ran into some problems because he didn't have it and couldn't perform like he needed to and got in a jam. But they eventually figured out a way to make it permanent. So anyway, you know, it's an interesting movie, but it's not a chip in his head. It's a pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think though that's how it's gonna be like. It's gonna come down to if you don't have that, then you're not gonna be able. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be on that next level.
You're not gonna be tapped in.
Yeah, you're gonna be inferior because everybody's gonna be like superhumans out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's really gonna be the haves and the have-nots.
Now
For real, that's gonna.
Now that's heavy right there. Now that's heavy to think about right there. Now you got a whole race of people that's separate from the regular people.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what will you do at that point, bro?
Man, you gotta. That's why I say I'm gonna try to get away as far as possible. Get away.
Damn, can you imagine that if you're the only one that don't know all the shit that's out there?
You're the only one without plugged into the network.
Not gonna be the only one because it's gonna come down to who got if you can afford it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because
no, they gonna make it free. They'll make it free. They'll make it so everybody can afford it because they want everybody as the slave.
Yeah,
like
but I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the foundation. I'm talking about the software. Everybody gonna like ever have a computer in their head, but everybody ain't gonna have the same software. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like you gonna have the basic software to where okay you gonna be a worker or something. They gonna download the worker software, and then some niggas they gonna download the CEO software. You know what I'm saying?
Man, real shit.
Yo, hey y'all, man, we need to turn this into a movie script, man. This is a movie right here. Y'all can see this. We need to all write this movie right here.
I was just thinking that.
Everybody gonna have a chip. Everybody won't have the same software. And it's gonna be some really primitive people that don't even have a chip in their head.
Right.
That's a whole new sci-fi movie right there, B. That's a real deal joint.
But that
seems very realistic. That seems very realistic too.
I already thought about it when Elon Musk was talking about it. Because first, man, if y'all look at Elon Musk, when he first started talking about that, he was like, man, he was against it. They talking about we need to shut it down, we need to regulate it, we need to, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. If y'all ain't gonna stop it, then I'm gonna do it. And that's what he started doing because Google was doing it. They had a super AI they was working on. And Elon Musk was like, yeah, we need to get a hand on this. We need to control it. We need to regulate this. We need to before it get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, fuck it, y'all ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'll build my own. Cause I see government ain't doing nothing about it. So he started building his own, and now that it's gonna get out of hand. That's gonna get out of hand. I think that's gonna be controlling everything. That's gonna be controlling our government. For real. Once they get the foundation in place,
yeah,
that's
probably what we're gonna see. That's what we're gonna see, June. That's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see them chips start really coming into play, Jack.
Yeah.
Them chips gonna really start coming into play for real.
I really think that's what the prophecies and revelations is about. It's about when they talking about the beast and the beast gives power to the beast created the image and they made the people worship their image and they gave power to this image and they made the image speak and that image spoke blasphemy words against the Most High and that image, you know what I'm saying, was caused all rich and great, you know what I'm saying, to worship to have a mark in their hand or in their forehead. I think that image that they talk about is AI.
Mm-hmm.
For real. The image that they
Right, and this ain't back in ancient times like they gonna have you lined up branding you in a cage with a hot branding iron. This technology time, man. So it's gonna
right.
be,
You're
if
gonna have to have
anything, a
that mark
chip.
in
That's
order
gonna
to
be
buy or sell.
right dealing with you.
Yeah, that's that image gonna cause that. That's what it says. That image was gonna
Yeah,
cause
because
that. That
they
image was
gonna
gonna
lock
speak.
you in and
Yeah.
So Neuralink
like
is
it's gonna
marketed.
be people gonna want it. Like you were saying, June. Like you were
Neuralink
saying,
is the
June. People
marketer.
gonna want it. They ain't gonna have to force it on. Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Because think
I'm
about it
not gonna
though.
go that
Because
far, but in a sense, we still saying the same thing.
people gonna want it because why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want it? You know what I'm saying? If everybody else out here is superhuman and you could afford to be superhuman, you
Right.
think you're not about to do that? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's just like right now. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? That's just like the internet. You know what I'm saying? When the internet came out, if your business didn't get on the internet, your business don't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's gonna be. That's how niggas gonna be like, man, if we don't get on the internet, then we ain't gonna exist no more. That's what most people gonna be on, bro. If you don't tap into to Neuralink, and they said they got Neuralink because of the AI. Because Elon Musk was like once you turn that super AI on, and it's gonna learn everything that's on the internet in about a day and a half.
That's
So
the quantum computing.
right, that's that super AI. That's the super. That's what they call it. The super AI is what they talking about,
It's
and it's
quantum.
gonna learn all of that, and then in about a day and a half, and then they said it's gonna take about a week or 2 weeks tops before it like have this uh 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 I forgot what they call it, but it's basically it just realized that damn like become conscious of itself. You know what I'm saying? They said it's gonna take about a week or maybe 2 weeks before it become conscious of itself, and once it become conscious of itself, it's gonna realize it's God. According to art, because it knows everything and it sees everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's connected to everything, it's gonna see everything, and it's gonna know everything. And ain't shit gonna be able to outthink it. So it's gonna think it's God. It's gonna get a God complex. And Elon Musk said that they're afraid that it's gonna turn on humans. So in order for it not to turn on humans, they said we would have to be connected to it when it comes on. And that's why they came up with Neuralink. So we can be connected to this AI, this super AI when it comes on. So it won't turn on us. That's what their theory is. That's what he said. And I was like, damn. You
So
know what I'm
how much
saying?
does it cost to get Neuralink right now if you wanted it? Is it available? If you look it up right now, can I get Neuralink?
They'll
Does
fuck
it
around
say
and probably
yes?
pay you to
And
get
this
it
is how
right
much
now.
it costs?
I don't
I'm
know.
looking right now.
They'll probably pay you to get it right now.
How we spell Neuralink? I'm close. Okay, Neuralink. Here we go. You can apply to participate in their clinical trials or patient registry. So right now, applicants must be 18, join Neuralink's patient registry. I ain't clicking that. They all gonna be all in their cash. Them niggas about to solicit to me forever now.
Yeah, so they gonna be
They go, how to apply for Neuralink Day, and I'm spending time on this page. Oh,
so you
shit.
gotta apply for
I thought they know
for what,
everything.
a trial? You apply for a trial or something?
Yeah. Let's see how to apply for a trial. Join Neuralink. Now, which one of y'all want Neuralink? Y'all so scared of Neuralink. I'm gonna get it, man.
I'm
Fuck it.
glad.
You gonna get it?
When I what you call it, and when I have it, don't
What
ask me.
download you gonna get first?
I'm getting the CEO download. That's the scariest part, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a great point he made. They can download any fucked up thing into your mind, bro. And you would just be fucked. I mean, just for them to just try to
Man,
like even
you
just
can download how to be a chef.
a chef. Yeah.
Download this shit.
Man, how to get as much fucking money as possible.
Yeah. They can download. I'm gonna get a Ninja download first.
Okay, so question. So if you do get the Neuralink,
Mm.
are you able to remove it at any time, or is it for a lifetime?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You got to be able to remove it.
I don't know. You might have to ask them that when you go in for your interview.
Of course, you're gonna ask that. That's the first
'Cause
question.
I mean,
Yeah,
I need to know. Like, I mean,
Select your country. Hold on. Are you an adult? Yes. Do you have any of the following conditions? No way, man. Are you a U.S. resident? Yes. Do I got what? Vision impairment? Yeah. Damn, I got every
So look, though,
condition they said.
what if they download the
Accept all cookies from Neuralink?
they download the software the way you
Gene
don't
Shark is the sign.
not wanna
This fucking sign.
unfortunately, it can't be submitted
At
at
this
this time.
We're sorry, but we're only accepting applications from individuals with qualifying conditions at this time. Oh, I don't got none of that shit. They got Neuralink so you can like see better. See, y'all trying to act so skeptical. They trying to at least let people that's blind be able to see. And y'all like, oh, they gonna,
Oh yeah, it's benefits
y'all
to
don't,
that.
man, y'all gotta start trusting people a lot more,
Nah,
bro.
man, that's not
Seriously, bro.
man.
Like you gonna be the person. Yes, I am gonna get Neuralink if I got to.
And this is why they say this is why the Bible say people are gonna ask for it. They're gonna want that.
The Bible. The
Yeah.
Bible. So what you talking about? So what's that
Now,
supposed to
why-
mean? The
yeah,
Bible is
if you were-
talking bad about people. Is that what
Nah,
you
they
saying? Like
gonna-
everything in
nah,
the
they gonna
Bible?
want-
What
they
about
If you
the
were
person
blind
that?
and Neuralink
What
can
about
bring your
Peter?
sight back,
What
you
about a
would
person
get
named
Neuralink.
Peter in the Bible in James? So is that real?
What?
The person named Peter in the Bible, is that his real name?
I doubt it.
Okay. What about James?
Oh yeah, I definitely thought that.
Oh,
What about
but
What
watch
about
this.
Luke? What about Luke? Is that real? Is that
Oh,
name real?
I don't think any of them names are real.
Okay, so my point in telling you that is just because the Bible says something doesn't mean that it's a fact. It only means that you should take the meaning from the story, not
All
a
right,
real
all right.
prophecy all the time.
All right, well, thanks for the lesson, Ahava. But I was just speaking to the fact that
Well, I
this
know
is
one. I know
this
one.
is scripture that was writing about these things a long time ago that we were
I'm
talking
telling you,
about.
I'm getting
today.
Neuralink. I'm telling you, I'm getting Neuralink, and you try to hit me with the Bible says it's some
Because
bad shit to do.
this is something that they spoke about a long time ago.
No,
about
man,
these
they didn't
times
say.
that's
They
going on
said
today.
any wild shit, and you're applying it to this. Because before we
Right,
was
and
talking
that's
about
what I'm talking
the
about.
chips
I
in
can
your credit
apply,
card. The chips in
can-
your credit card was gonna be this shit. Then
and that's
we
what I'm
always
saying.
did kind of think that this shit could
I
be the
think
mark of the
a
beast. I ain't
long
gonna lie.
time ago. to
But
something
remember,
that's
the
going
mark
on
of the
right
beast
now.
used to scare me so bad when I was a kid because I never wanted to have to face. Because it's like they said, just like what we're describing. I told, as a matter of fact, your mom used to talk about this, bro. My brother Chodo.
Okay.
But look,
Like, look, but
if
we
any
need to talk
one of us-
about the mark of the beast, and it's gonna be something that nobody wants to live without. Like Dina was saying earlier, nobody wants to like be destitute and not participating in society. Like, if you can't buy anything without the Neuralink, then people are going to like say like, damn, I really got to feed my family. Should I just say fuck it and die, or should I get the Neuralink that everybody got? Like, you really
Well,
would
I
not
think-
get the
I think, like you said, it's gonna be more about bringing eyesight and stuff. That side of things. If any one of us was blind and Neuralink would bring our vision back, we gonna get it.
Oh, so Bina, if
That's how I look
Neuralink was helping people like return their vision, and you was blind, would you get Neuralink now? Yes, the fuck you would. Stop fucking lying. Let me tell you what all this shit does. Hold on, listen. Do you feel any of the following conditions? Quadriplegic. Quadriplegic. Would you
Right.
get Neuralink?
You gonna get Neuralink.
Paralyzed
You
is
gonna get it.
paraplegia, visual impairment or blindness. I don't know what this word is. Aphasia,
And you
aphasia,
know what else I think too, though? I
or
think
inability
you
to
gonna have-
speak.
I think you're gonna have people cutting their limbs off and getting these bionic limbs.
Oh my god, man! What? Hold on, doing what?
Like you know how like you know how like these robotic limbs like
Oh yeah.
RoboCop. You know, Iron Man. I think you're gonna have people taking like literally cutting their legs and their arms off and putting their bodies into these little suits and shit.
The question is,
If they really mastered the performance of the limb, I would agree with him. If they really could put some legs on you that would make you run 100 miles per hour and jump and was indestructible and shit like that,
Yeah.
yeah, I think.
Yeah. For real.
Can you imagine a man running 100 miles an hour? That's crazy, bro.
Look, I bet he's thinking about it
No,
right
man.
now.
Bro, I go. We outlaw from sports. bro.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Oh,
But look, people haven't started doing that shit though. You think to have they came up with some shit like that though? That can really make people run much faster or like
Man,
stronger
got
and can
some,
pick up more.
but they just probably haven't introduced it to the public like you know what I'm saying?
I should shoot some shit.
But you know they
They're
got
working
stuff like
on
that.
it. I saw a video.
Yeah.
I saw a video where they're working where they can connect real nerve endings to like the digital stuff and create appendages for people, you know what I'm saying, that lost their arms and hands and stuff like that. And it looks more like a real hand with plastic skin on it and this, that, and the third. And I think it's stem cells progress. It's something I saw. And so I think they're eventually going to get to a point where they can really put that type of enhanced limb on a person, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
I don't say not in a seamless way that really works like we thinking of, like the bionic man. Thing.
We left off a serious point.
But if
Bina,
they getting there,
bro, please keep it real. If you had one of these conditions, all right, you're saying you wouldn't get it even if you was blind or something, right?
I would get Neuralink.
You what?
No,
What you
I
say?
would not. I would not get.
Oh, you would get another one though. You would get. Don't say that because that's what it sounded like you was about to say. I wouldn't get Neuralink, but I get T-Mobile.
Yeah, I probably get a suit because look what I just thought about too though. Because I'll probably get a suit that I can get into like Iron Man. If I don't want to connect that shit to
Look at you. You're trying to figure out any way you can get the benefits of Neuralink without giving over your mind. That's how you should do. I do. I feel you.
Because I'm gonna have to have the benefits if I'm gonna have to survive around y'all Neuralink.
Bro, if you want to like see again and you could get Neuralink, that would be really cool, bro. Straight up, that would be good. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till they come out with the Iron Man suit and just wait.
Do you see something evil about that or something? Huh?
It's not for me.
If you was blind, it wouldn't be for you.
Now, to me, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
That is true.
You gonna go with the Neuralink if you was blind?
To me, that's almost like saying you wouldn't take penicillin.
How long did it last?
I don't know. I couldn't give you a time frame.
Was it more than 2 days?
No, it wasn't more than 2 days. No.
A week?
No.
I mean, not a week, like an hour, an hour.
maybe about a couple of hours.
Damn, a couple of hours?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God, yeah, that's savvy.
So look, so that's why I've been there.
What's
done
that?
Like,
But would you have put Neuralink if that was like, we got a way that we can say we're gonna insert something into your mind. It's called Neuralink.
Okay, so
It's a chip that will like completely restore your vision. You'll be able to see, you'll be able to drive and go about your day. Just how you was.
so all it does is restore my vision.
It restores your
It doesn't
vision.
do anything
That's
else.
all that it does here, but it is capable of doing more things if you would want that.
No.
But no, you don't have to have it just to restore your vision. Should we go ahead, ma'am? You got fucking 2 minutes to say.
Hey, just wait,
now,
just
you
wait for the
choice.
Neuralink glasses.
Right.
You're gonna be like,
That's all.
you know good and well they come into the hospital room when they like, we can fix your vision. Don't worry about it. We just gonna insert Neuralink. You're like, oh, okay, bet. Give me Neuralink. That's cool. I can see that, like, yeah, you can see everything will be the same.
Then yeah, I'm okay with that. But if it was anything other than that, then no, I'm not good with it. No, keep that
Right.
shit.
And
I'll stay blind.
say, okay.
I'll stay blind. I don't care.
Man.
I got kids.
Yeah, hey,
Bro,
hey,
I'm
the
gonna
glasses don't come out though, cause I'm gonna start. I'll drop all this shit when Neuralink come out and start making niggas get the chip in their head. I'm going to the niggas that's making the Iron Man suits and the Neuralink glasses.
Right. You're gonna be going to work for the Neuralink. You're gonna give your ideas to the Neuralink.
You said Neuralink was for my vision. You didn't say Neuralink was a chip they're gonna put in my head. No, I'm not good with that.
They're like, what they like,
No, they
man,
gotta
we
put
got
the
to
chip in
insert it
your
right
head to
now.
make your vision come back.
No, I don't care. No, keep it.
They'll be like, she's delusional.
No,
Give her a shot.
no, keep it.
Give her a shot.
It's not
Give her a
gonna
shot.
keep
It's-
it. No,
She
I don't
did it.
care. No, it's a chip. That means
I'm
they
getting
can
the
track
Neuralink.
Hey, but look though.
Damn.
Sorry.
So
It's not
look.
happening,
what-
baby. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
So
no.
what if you get the
Thank you.
Neuralink and they make you pay for your eyesight monthly?
No, senor. No.
And
uh-uh.
then you
Yeah.
don't- and then
I mean,
you don't
that's
pay-
fair.
you don't
Yes,
pay your
it's
monthly
worth it.
eyesight bill.
No, senor. We're not doing it. That's a big
Oh,
mistake.
shit. Bro,
I
that
have
would be
to pay
the
my
worst shit
eyesight
ever.
bill.
No,
You gotta
I
pay
have
your
to pay my
eyesight bill.
eyesight bill, yo.
Yes, people would
Man,
do
I
it easily.
I pay my eyesight bill, man.
no.
Hey, yo,
I pay my
that's
eyesight bill,
funny.
man.
They'll
Real,
cut
I
your
don't want to
shit
be
off.
blind, man.
Man, you like,
I
man, can you
want to be
imagine?
blind.
Hey, customer service call to ask them to turn your shit back on. It's crazy. Oh, man.
No, see, no,
Yeah.
no.
All right,
Keep-
you get a bill due notice right in your eyesight without even looking for it.
Let's start blinking red. Let's start blinking red. Shit, I think about
You know you seen that shit. Ain't no way around it. You seen that motherfucking what is it? Cut off disconnection.
You be running so fast to pay that bill.
You know?
What happens if they automatically turn your shit off and you just about to pay the bill? Now you can't see to pay it.
Oh shit!
You was just about to punch in the last digit of your credit card number.
Hey,
and your
now, hold on, hey, listen. Them motherfuckers be talking to you in your brain and shit, telling you to pay your shit. Oh, they like, well, yeah.
You got 10 days until your bill is due.
But how to pay it? That's all you can see.
Oh, you can see.
That's why you gotta have your shit on automatic payments, baby. Automatic payments.
You
That
need
way-
auto draft with that shit.
automatic payments.
Damn.
Come on.
Now that's a bill you gonna pay in advance. You gonna pay that up as far in advance as you can.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pay that up about a year.
Just 5 months in advance, like here, just take it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's why I ain't fucking with that Neuralink shit. Y'all can
But
have
that's
that.
real. That's like that movie where your life was like that.
No.
Hell
You remember
yeah,
that
you
movie
had
where you
time.
could live forever, but they'll take your life back?
Nah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, they had this movie called Time.
I heard about time before.
Yeah, with I think Justin Bieber. I mean,
Justin
Timberlake.
Bieber.
Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Justin Timberlake. In that mug, it's called Time, and you can run out of time, and you can like give people some time, and you had niggas with like nigga thousands of years, and then you had people with like a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Scrambling, trying to get some time from their dog or something. Like, bro, give me a minute or two. Like, give me 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And that movie was crazy. And then it had to separate. It had the regions separate. I think that's coming too when they separate these regions.
Mhm.
That's how to be with all your operating software in your with your situation anyway. So all those enhanced abilities you have, you be paying fees for them joints.
Yeah.
And if you didn't pay the fee, you lose the ability right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Funny as hell. All right, bros. I'm out of here. Hey, we'll be back
All right,
again
homie.
on Wednesday tomorrow or something.
All right.
Nice to meet y'all.
All right. Peace.
All right.
See.